On this Civic, P2176 means the electronic throttle control system has not learned the throttle idle position. In plain terms, the PCM may not be confident where the throttle should sit at idle. The driver may notice an idle concern, reduced throttle response, or warning lights. The broad areas involved can include throttle body condition, throttle valve movement, the throttle actuator motor circuits, connector condition, or PCM software and PCM confirmation after the circuit checks. Before getting deep into P2176, if another throttle position-related code is stored with it, handle that one first, then recheck P2176. One safety point before commanding the throttle: keep your fingers out of the installed throttle body anytime the ignition is on or the vehicle is in on mode. If the throttle valve activates, it can seriously injure your fingers. Start with the basic system checks, then move into the P2176 path. First, verify whether the fault is present now. Turn the ignition on, clear the code with the HDS, turn the ignition OFF, then turn it back on and wait 10 seconds. After that, check pending and confirmed codes with the HDS. If P2176 comes back, the failure is duplicated and you move on to the throttle body operation check. If it does not come back, treat it as intermittent for now. Check for poor connections or loose terminals at the throttle body and the PCM. And if captured operating data is available, try to reproduce those same conditions. Next, check whether the throttle valve can move to the fully closed position. Turn the ignition OFF, disconnect the intake air duct from the throttle body, then turn the ignition on. Clear the code with the HDS, and while running the ETC test in the HDS inspection menu, visually watch the throttle valve operation. If the valve moves fully closed, continue to the throttle body condition check. If it does not move fully closed, skip ahead to the actuator motor circuit open check. If the throttle valve did move fully closed, turn the ignition OFF, remove the throttle body, and inspect the throttle valve for sludge or carbon. If sludge or carbon is present, clean the throttle body. If the throttle valve is clean and there is no sludge or carbon, the diagnostic path calls for replacing the throttle body. If the valve did not move fully closed during the command test, check the MTR1 and MTR2 lines for an open. With the ignition OFF, jump the SCS line with the HDS. Disconnect PCM connector C, the 51P connector, and disconnect the throttle body 6P connector. At the throttle body connector, jumper terminal No. 1. The YEL/RED wire to terminal No. 2. The YEL/GRN wire. Then check continuity at the PCM connector side between PCM connector C No. 3. YEL/red and PCM connector C No. 4. YEL/GRN. This confirms whether the motor control path is intact through those two wires. If there is continuity, the MTR1 and MTR2 wires are considered OK. At that point, update the PCM if it does not have the latest software, or substitute a known good PCM. If P2176 goes away after the update, the troubleshooting is complete. If it goes away with the substitute PCM, replace the original PCM. If there is no continuity, repair the open in the MTR1 wire and slash, or the MTR2 wire between the PCM at C4 and C3 and the throttle body. Keep the flow separated. First, verify the code is really active, then check throttle movement, then inspect for carbon or sludge, and only go into the motor wiring path if the throttle will not move fully closed. After any repair, verify the repair and confirm P2176 stays gone. The takeaway is simple. Do not condemn the throttle body or PCM until the throttle movement and MTR1 and MTR2 circuit checks point you there. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.